Hi guys, welcome to this midweek edition of the Accra predictions for Tuesday the 17th of October. So this evening we look ahead to a Champions League programme as well as a full English League 1 and League 2 as well. Hoping for a little bit more luck. The last 2 days we've been let down by one team on each occasion. So last night it was Leicester City who let us down for a nice ACCA, and on Sunday night it was Marseille. Unfortunately, both teams drawing games that I was hoping that they were going to triumph in. Especially the Marseille one came as sort of the biggest disappointment because they were leading in that game as well. So but we move on, and hopefully tonight will be a little bit better for us. So we start off in the Champions League and we start with Man City versus Napoli. Now this game is going to be fantastic, mouth-watering should I say. We've got two teams whose intent is on attacking with some fantastic attackers on display. We don't need to sort of list them all out. Everyone knows the power of the Man City attack currently, and obviously Napoli as well with Mertens and Insigne. I've got plenty of goals in them, and I've had a perfect start to the season so far in Serie A. I think the obvious bet for this one for me is the both teams to score result. It's going to be very difficult to call actually what the result could be in this one, because Napoli are very much suited to sort of playing away from home with the pace they've got on the counter attack, and I'm fully expecting City to go out. They've only got one way of playing, and that's to go out and attack teams. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a very sort of open game, plenty of goals in it. So I think the both teams to score bet is a good one to get on. So we stay in the Champions League with the next game is Apoel Nicosia, and they're playing Borussia Dortmund. So obviously Dortmund need to bounce back after a defeat at the weekend domestically at home against Leipzig, sort of the top of the table clash for them. Again, it was a lot of goals in there, and that's one thing that Dortmund haven't struggled to do this season, and that's sort of score goals, both at home and away from home as well. Champions League so far has not been great. They've lost to Spurs and Real Madrid, both by scores of 3-1. But it is a very, very tough group, and unfortunately for Apoel, there seems sort of the whipping boys in the league and the one who everyone expects to get results against. So far, they've lost both their games 3-0 against Real Madrid and Spurs as well. Domestically, they're not doing too badly. They've won their last sort of 2 games, but before that, they had sort of a run where they were probably struggling to sort of score goals, and I think that's one thing they'll do again tonight. And I just think with Dortmund's attacking threat with players like Aubameyang, they'll just have a little bit too much for Apoel, and I'm fully expecting Dortmund to come away with the away win there. So next we drop into League 1 in England, and it's the AFC Wimbledon game versus Rotherham United. So AFC Wimbledon, again, I think we've mentioned several times on here, are a team who real struggle for goals. They did get a great win at the weekend for them away at Northampton, but at the moment in time everyone's beating Northampton, and I'm not looking too much into sort of that result. Probably will give them a little bit of a boost, but so far at home they are really sort of struggling for goals. I think they've only scored 1 goal so far in their 5 home games so far this season. And they welcome sort of a pretty rampant Rotherham team, that's the exact opposite problem they've got. They haven't got a problem with goal scoring, especially with the on-loan player Kiefer Moore from Ipswich. I think he's got 11 goals already this season, or it might be 10. And with the news that their talisman in midfield, Frecklington, could be back as well, it's only really going to boost Rotherham further. Good win last time out away from home as well, away at Rochdale, 1-0, following a recent win as well away at Portsmouth. Means that sort of Rotherham's away day sort of hoodoo seems to have been banished now, and they're looking a lot better and definitely looking like one of the sort of the promotion candidates. Rotherham's record as well at Wimbledon's good. I think they've won on their 2 visits they've made so far to the Kingsmeadow Stadium. So we're going to go with the Rotherham away win there at Wimbledon. So we're staying in League 1, and it's Blackburn at home against Plymouth Argyle. Blackburn very up and down so far. At home, a little bit more sort of consistent. They've won their last 2 at home against Rotherham and Gillingham. But they lost last time out to a good informed Oldham team though at the moment in time. It did take a 93rd minute winner as well in that one, so the game did look like it was heading for a draw in that sort of Lancashire derby there. But Tony Mowbray has vowed to sort of ring the changes. They've got a couple of players back as well, back into contention, Forrester and Dak. So I'm fully expecting those guys to be involved, and when they're involved, they do bring a bit more of attacking threat and quality in the final third. So I think Blackburn should get some goals tonight, because they're playing a Plymouth team who are really, really struggling at the moment in time. 2 points, I think, out of their last 10 games in the league is not really sort of something too much to smile about. Away from home as well, I don't think they've picked up a point yet this season. They have, 1 point away at Southend right at the beginning of the season, actually, the first away game. Since then, they've lost the last 4. And a trip to Blackburn's probably low on their list of places they want to go. So we're going to go with the Blackburn win there. The final game we're going to go for is Rochdale at home against Northampton. Now, Rochdale, although they haven't won in their last 4 league games, it's coming together a little bit more in the last game. They should have beat Fleetwood away from home 2-1. It took Fleetwood to equalise deep into sort of injury time again there to sort of deny them, and I think that's sort of the boost that they sort of needed. Rediscovered their sort of goal scoring touch after a couple of blanks. Blight, sort of Blackpool and Rotherham, 2 teams again who are fighting at the right end of the table. But if they could have handpicked a team they wanted to play next, they probably would have picked Northampton Town. Poor Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, since he's gone in there, he's had almost 0 effect. Probably it's got even worse than it was before he's arrived. Not saying that's Jimmy's fault, but and with the loss of the sort of their attacking threat in Revel and Richards in there as well, it's not going to get much better for them. They haven't actually scored a goal in their last 7 games in the league and conceded 6 only a couple of games ago against Bristol Rovers. Lost to AFC Wimbledon, one of the fellow strugglers as well, on Saturday. And trip to Rochdale. Like I said, Rochdale are probably looking forward to this one, and I'm expecting them to win by a couple of clear goals. So, that's this evening's quick one for you there. It pays 10-1, so hopefully we're going to win with that one. Okay, guys, speak to you soon. Bye.